Hello, welcome to your fourth Bukkit tutorial, and today we're going to be making a simple game mode plugin, and this game mode will change yourself and others. Like if you execute /C and then you turn yourself into creative, and then if you want to change someone else into creative, you do /C space and then their player name. So mainly this episode is going to be focused on about target players and arguments. So we're going to start off with singular getName equals big and lowercase, let's say C, and of course check if the player. So this is just basically checking if the player is not a player, then we'll just send them you need to be a player, yeah. And then if it is really a player, then we'll execute this. So first off, we're going to be doing args.length is equal to 0. So what basically this says is that if there is no args followed by the command, then it will just execute this. So what we want to happen, if there is no arguments, we want to change the sender, which is a player, into game mode. So we're going to cast player to it. Oops. Player. Sender like that. And then of course we'll just set the game mode. Game mode.creative. And then of course send a message in green, because green is good. You have been changed. Changed to creative. And it would be like that. So then we're gonna see if there is more than one args. So if args.length is greater than 0, so if it's at least 1, so in this case we want the argument 1, the first argument, to be player. So we're just gonna check. So there's just a checker. If getServer dot getPlayer args 0. Now of course it would be 0 here because this is a list, and then the computer counts 0 as 1. So the first argument would be 1, the second argument would be 1, the first argument would be 0, the second argument would be 1, and then the third argument would be 2. So it would be followed like this. So if you do /C player name arguments. So this would be 0. So that would be 0. Name would be that, and an argument would be that. So yeah, so it's just what the computer thinks. So yeah. So we're gonna check the player if they are online. Does not equal null if the player is online. So yeah, so now we're gonna cast player to the argument. So player target player equals get player args 0, like that. And then of course we'll just set game mode to creative, like that. And of course we'll just send them a message so they don't be all surprised. Where can you have been changed to creative. Like that. And then if, of course, if the player is not online, we're gonna send them a message. Send them a message. The player is not online. I didn't like that. So now what this plugin basically does is that it just change you into game mode if you don't have any arguments, but if you do have arguments, it will change the player, which is the first argument, 0, into the game mode. So target player is basically the argument which you've got here. So here it's checking if there's absolutely no args. So it's basically just checking if you just executed /C. So if you just executed /C, it will just change you into creative, and then yeah, all that. So, but if you do have arguments, then of course we run this check to see if arguments, the first argument, which is arg0 in the Java language. So when this fires up, it just fires up when you put player name like that. And then, that would fire off, and then it would check if the first argument, which is arg0, is not null. So that means if the player is online, then it would execute this. Target player would be cast to this, and then set the game mode, send message, and then whoops, what have I done? There we go. And then of course, if the player is not online, we'll just send them a message like that. And of course, you always have to return true, which I should have done. I don't know why. Must have been watching the PC rest. So like that. Of course, let me show you the rest of it, of course. So yeah, so that's just basically it, and then you would run it, and then it would work. I would be showing you the working, of course, register the command in the plugin.yaml, of course. So that looks like a smiley face. Description change to creative. Description and then usage will be /C player name. Like that. And yeah, so that would be perfectly it, and I'll be right back showing you what it works in action. Yeah, I forgot to show you that, of course, when you save, and then of course in the Eclipse, you refresh all your files that you modify. Because then Eclipse would, throw in a jar creation failed error and all that stuff. So yeah, just a reminder. Now I'm back, and of course, if I can reach it, wait, where did I post it on? 25569, that should be 2556, yes. There we go, of course, it's locally hosted, so yeah, so this is my test chamber. This is where I change. Of course, this error right here is just a plugin. I put all my test plugins. The game mode works perfectly good. See, so no need to worry about that. It's just some other plugin. Ding ding. Of course, I must be doing something. Clear this. Of course, Minecraft does not like screencasting. Okay, so if you do /C, it says you have been changed to creative. No, wait a minute. I was in creative before. So before you go shout out that we'll change to C, and there, you have been changed to creative. And then, of course, switch back. There we go. And then if we do like that, it changes into creative. And then for sure this works, because I don't have anyone online right now. So if we do, it says the player's not online, silly. So it proves that it works. And then all of the things start working correctly. I made no mistakes. Probably I did my previous plugin, whatever I did here. So yeah, so I want to thank you all for watching, and leave a like, comment, subscribe. I know that the Google Plus, well, don't leave a comment. I'll probably have comments disabled because of the new comment system. I don't like it that much. So yeah, so thank you for watching, and subscribe.